Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, before I go on with this video, I want to thank you so much, man. You guys that have been supporting me, you guys that have been watching my video, I so much appreciate you guys. I know some of the content may not be something you want, but actually those content are meant for other people. So but I still thank you guys that you are still by me, you are still watching the videos. So I so much appreciate you. So before I go on guys, I have to let you know that this video is particularly for Nigerians. If you're a Nigerian in diaspora or you live in Nigeria, this video is particularly for you. So I know I have some European fans, my European subscribers. Please bear with me, okay? This information is very crucial. It's very crucial that I pass it to my Nigerian subscribers, so that they will get to, be careful each time they travel home. So guys, just like we are seeing on the intro, how I was robbed in Lagos, Nigeria. Actually, I know most of you will be wondering, who robbed you? How did this happen? Actually, this is not about me, it's about my friend, a very good friend of mine. So he's a Nigerian. So he traveled home, he went to Nigeria to spend his holiday. To see his family, And this guy, was actually meant to spend 3 weeks there. So, and as he was there, I was actually in contact with him here. And after a while, I tried reaching him and his lines were not going. So I was worried though, but I just kept calm, because I have the feeling that all is well. So, and you know how it is back home. There is most time there's no light. So I was having this kind of feeling, okay, maybe his batteries were down and stuff like that. So that was why his lines were not going. So just 2 days ago, this my friend returned back to Germany. And, we were talking and he actually, narrated his ordeal for me in Nigeria, what he suffered in Lagos, how he was robbed and his phones and everything was taken away from him, his money, a lot of things, a lot of valuables were actually carted away by the robbers, And this is actually one chance, guys, if you're in Nigeria, you know what I mean by a one chance. But if you don't know what is one chance, one chance, this is criminals, is another form of criminality. These guys, they will, board a bus or a car, and they will be pretending to be passengers. In most cases, they're always with females and male. So they will board a bus and be, pretending to be passengers, and actually, in most cases, all of them there, they are all working together. So they are just waiting for one innocent person to pick so that they will rob the person. So what happened was this my friend, he was actually staying in Lagos because some of his families were staying in Lagos. And after a while, he decided to go to the east, to Abia State, about to be precise, to see his family there. And he spent actually 3 days there. And at the 4th day, he was actually supposed to take a flight from Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is actually a town after Aba. So he was actually supposed to take a flight, but he couldn't get the flight according to him. So now he decided to take a night bus to Lagos. And so on getting to Lagos the next day in the morning, I think he said around 5 a.m. in the morning. So he was actually supposed to take a cab or a bus to where he was staying in, I think he said Sululele or Ikeja, somewhere of that nature. So now, as he got down from the bus and with some other passengers that were also with him in the bus, and he was actually trying to negotiate with a cab driver, and he was actually telling the cab driver where he was going. And then the cab driver was like, okay, look at the price. And he himself was like, this price is too much. I understand this is money. And the drivers were like, yeah, actually this price is supposed to be half of what you're paying now. But because this is early morning and personally, I don't run to that direction. So because I have to take it to that direction, that means I have to drive back empty. So for that reason, you have to pay for through and flow. And this my friend, being a guy who is in German, this guy knows what it is to make money in Germany. So he knows that, I mean, it's not easy to get money here, that you just go there and start training away anyhow. And mind you, he has already spent a lot. He has been there for more than 2 weeks, and he has spent a lot. Families, he has spent a lot in Lagos. He has gone to Aba to spend. So at that point, this guy was trying to economize himself. Although he still have some money on him, he still have about 100 or something K on him. So what happened was this: as he was actually trying to negotiate with the driver said no, he cannot take anything less than the price he said earlier. So as he was saying it, a bus was just driving by, and the bus was actually calling the direction he was going. And he himself, he knew that, because before he left Nigeria to Germany, he lived in Aba. He always know that buses are always cheaper than those cars. And if you have to drive with other passenger with you on the bus, it's always cheaper. So this guy had the bus. There's actually a conductor on the bus, and the conductor was actually calling the direction that this guy was going. And the guy, it's okay, let him take bus. And he ran and go and take bus. So what happened was this: as soon as the bus conductor started shouting the direction he was going. Now, one of the people that was with the driver that were actually negotiating with him said him, okay, if you can't drive with this price, see bus now, go and take the bus. So this guy actually, he thought it wise to take the bus. The bus will, of course, be cheaper for him. So he decided to take the bus, and he just go in there and enter the bus, and they helped him to take some of the things he brought from Aba. They put on the boot, and they just zoom off. So according to my friend, he said in the bus was actually more than 6 people were in the bus. The driver was there, the conductor, then there was a passenger at the front, sitting at the front. There was 2 ladies that were sitting inside, then 3 other guys were sitting inside, so making it 6 passengers, with excluding the driver and the conductor. So as soon as he got in and the bus drove, and he noticed one thing: as soon as he got into the bus, and the conductor all of a sudden stopped calling, for passengers, and the driver moved. So he didn't even feel anything. He didn't think anything. He felt okay. He was not having any thought on his mind, So after a while, like, the bus drove for like 500 meters. Then the bus stopped, and one other guy, entered. And actually, that place is not a bus stop, So this guy entered and sat close to him, sat close to his seat. And all of a sudden, the guy was telling him, "Oh, God, shift now, shift now." He was actually saying, "Oh, God, shift now, shift now." And he shifted a bit, and the guy sat there, and they moved. So after like 2 kilometers, and the other guy, they were staying behind, just coming there. And they were like, touching his pocket, touching on his pocket. He was like, what is happening? What is going on? They say, "Hey, just shut up. If you make any noise, we'll waste you here." And he was like, what is happening? What is happening? And to his greatest surprise, the woman that was sitting, behind, at the front of him was like saying, Oga, maintain, no. So, and he was like, what did they happen, And to his greatest surprise, the guy that got into the bus after 500 meters that they moved, brought out a gun, a pistol actually, and was pointing him, saying, "If you move, if you shake, if you make noise, we'll just kill you." And mind you, this is 5 a.m. in the morning, and Lagos is still dark at that moment. And of course, he mellowed down, the power of a gun. You have to mellow down. Who are you to even challenge gun? So now he relaxed, and they were searching him, and they took his wallet, they searched his bag. About 125,000 naira to be precise was on him, and they took it from him. They took his phone. The bag he was carrying that contained some food items, was actually at the boot. So they just drove, and at a point they got to one place, they just stopped and pushed him out, and he was like begging, "Please, give me at least my SIM card. I don't know anywhere here. I don't know my way, so I can actually make some calls." And you see, one thing about these guys, according to him, was they said one of them will not be too harsh on you. You understand? So that guy, while they were in the bus, after they have robbed him, took all his money, he was actually speaking with that guy. I was telling the guy, say, my brother, please, if you people can give me small money, even if it's 200 naira, so I can, and you people can also give me my SIM card, so I can look for how to get, a place to call my family people here, so that they can come and help me. I don't know anywhere here, please. Even though it's 200 naira. Imagine, out of 125,000 naira, you are begging them to give you just 200 naira. So guys, this is not funny, man. This is serious. So he was eventually thrown out of the car. After some while, they stopped and they threw him out, and threw his SIM card to him and threw 200 naira, exactly the money he requested. They threw to him and they zoomed off. And mind you, they have taken everything. Even the goods he brought from a bar, because some things are cheap there, so he brought some things. They took it everything, and they pushed him out and they took his phone. The only thing left with him was they didn't take his clothes. The shirt he was putting on was with him, the trouser was with him, and the shoe was with him. So they threw him out and they drove off. So something happened, according to my friend. He said as soon as they drove off, he got up and come out and was shouting, hey, and eventually a car was driving and the car stopped. Before the cars came, there were about other cars that were passing. Those ones were afraid. Since someone shouting at that early morning hours, and you know how Lagos is. For those who know Lagos, they will of course run away. So this my friend, he continued waving on other cars, and eventually one car stopped, and he was like telling the driver, oh God, they just robbed me. The man said, what happened? Kilode. And the man is a Yoruba man. Yoruba is actually a language in one of a Nigerian big tribe. So it's called Yoruba. So the man was like, Kilode, and said, oh God, they just robbed me. They just robbed me. I think it's one chance people. The man said, one chance, they don't hold you. Where did they go? And he was like, he didn't even know where they went, but he knew that they drove, in the direction. So he told them, they just drove to this direction. So the man asked my friend to get inside. My friend get inside, and they were driving, and they got to a point that the place actually have two roads like this, and my friend the man was actually asking my friend, which way should we follow? And my friend said, I don't know where they followed. Yeah, this is where they drove. They threw me down was far, so I don't even know where they drove, which direction they took. So the man decided to take the left side, and they were driving. And after a while, after 3 minutes of drive, there was a bus stop, and to my friend's greatest surprise, he saw the bus. He was actually to recognize that bus. He saw the bus, and immediately he told the driver, the man that was driving, he said, God, look at them here. This is the bus. I'm sure this is the bus. And the man said, hey, are you sure? My friend said, yes. And the man drove because at this point, now that bus stop, the bus have stopped again. Actually, of course, they are looking to take another customer, because, that must be a very good day for them, a lucky day for them. Just they have picked about 125,000, which is approximately, if I'm not mistaken, 350 euro. It's a lot of money in Nigeria. So now the driver stopped, give about 20 to 30 meters ahead of them, and stopped. And luckily, this my friend, at the place that this man stopped, this my friend saw a policeman. Eventually, this policeman was waiting for a bus or a lift, because that's what they do over there. So this my friend just ran to the policeman. He said, oh God, please, they just robbed me. Look at that bus behind. These are criminals. They just robbed me. The policeman said, my friend, there's nothing I can do. I cannot help you. My friend was surprised that even a policeman is helpless. The man said, I'm alone. But before then, the policeman asked him, did they point a gun at you? Are they having guns? My friend said, yes, they showed me gun, or they pointed gun at me. The policeman said, there's nothing I can do. I can't help you. And my friend was surprised. At this point, he gave up, Even a policeman cannot do anything, And eventually, my friend just ran out of the way. And as soon as they saw my friend, they noticed him. They recognized him. And they drove off. That was how they drove off and, escaped everything. So guys, why am I telling you this story? You see, this is something, it's an eye-opening video. If you're a Nigerian, you live in the diaspora, and you are going to Nigeria, please, you have to be very careful. Not just Nigerians in the diaspora, it's even those living in Nigeria. Please be very careful. You know, the country is very hot at the moment. People are hungry. There are a lot of criminalities going on. I mean, people who are not even supposed to be criminals are turning criminal because of poverty, because of hunger. So guys, you have to be very careful. Mind how you move around. Mind the kind of car you enter. Look out very well. This is not just limited to Lagos. One chance is not limited to Lagos. In Abuja, in Abai, in Benin City, everywhere, all major cities in Nigeria, these guys are operating because the thing is paying them. So please, I just use this video to advise you guys to please learn from this friend of mine. You know, thank God they didn't kill him. Thank God it was just 125,000 naira plus some of his variables. But thank God for that, you know. And luckily for him, his passport was actually left in Lagos to his family in Lagos before he traveled to Aba. So if not, that one will, of course, will be taken from him immediately. So guys, I mean, you know what I do here. I share information that will help you. So please share this video to your friends and well-wishers. Like this video, comment below this video if you need any more question or anything at all you want to understand about this video. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, and please be very careful while you are moving around in Lagos, Nigeria, and every part of Nigeria. Be very careful. And please, before for those who don't understand what one chance means, what this criminality, how they operate, please, I will put a video. I mean, after this my video now, I'm putting a video now so you can actually see how these people operate and know the kind of formalities they use. So you have to be very careful. Stay tuned, guys.
What did I do? What did I do? Come. Huh? Sorry. It's okay, sorry. No, wait. All of them together. I entered the car. They said I sit at the front. Okay. There were 3 at the back. Okay. So they were telling me that we were trying to adjust the front seat. Okay. I was adjusting, it's not working. All of them were trying to confuse me. All of a sudden I noticed somebody was putting hand in my car.